All right, welcome back. We're going to delve into our first art chat this morning. After a decade away, Gregory Kerr presents Tangential Histories. The showcase is a collection of 21 oil paintings, distilling a decade's worth of studio work into a breathtaking construction of color, texture, and emotion. His work has always navigated the spaces between figuration and abstraction. And this exhibition it's just a testament to his unique vision. And it's also a continuation of a dialogue between discipline and spontaneity, traditional techniques meeting modern life's rather busy noise. So the exhibition is opening today at Denzil's and Joe Gallery. And artist Gregory Kerr now joins us this morning for more. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us at this hour, Gregory.
Yes, it was early, but thank you, Denzil, for having me.
Listen, early bird catches the worm, and how lucky we are. I mean, let's talk to that 10-year hiatus from the Joburg art scene. You've now made your return. Tangential Histories. Tangential, you're diverging, you're deviating. So tell us what was happening in those 10 years that would have culminated to the theme of your work.
Well, what was happening was 10 years of doing the same thing I'd done for an awful long time before that.
Sure.
That is habitually going into a studio, looking aghast at the stuff I'd done the night before, grasping for a shaky coffee, and then making new decisions about the world and how I'm going to be in it and depict it.
And were you left with more hope or destitution? Did the silences become loud? What was that space in between?
I have no silent silences. I'm very loud in my head. Lots of talkers tell me to do things. I look around, I put things, pick up things, put them on the canvas, put them down, turn things upside down. I am not a hugely contemplative person. I'm more like an opportunist.
Okay.
And that's what happens in the pictures.
Yes, absolutely. So let's talk to us, tell us a little bit more about what's going to be showcased. 21 pieces for this. Tell us a little bit more.
Well, it's called Tangential Histories because I think most people who do, let's call it creative stuff, who do things, do it in a context of their lives, and they are impacted by their own history. And some people are topographical. They go out and paint the mountains and make a record, or they paint their social lives or whatever. I have a dual history, I suppose most artists do, and that is what I'm seeing outside and what's going through the head. So I'm always referring to strange and opportunistic events and images that pop in. So it's very hard to explain all the work. People say, what were you thinking of? And I say, well, it could hit. I have no idea.
Yeah, you were just in the moment as well. Thank you for speaking to that. Hierarchy of needs and is also the overarching theme that comes through in it. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, I presume it's on the screen.
Yes.
The painting. Yeah, it's. This is the only one of my very big paintings I brought up just because of the logistics being difficult. But there are a lot of these. They're very large, about 2.5 meters. And I have painted them, the whole series, to be quite enveloping. I want the viewer to be taken in by the bigness and the colorfulness of them. So the figures are close to life size. And then each one is a little journey through a range of things that would have impacted me over the few years that I would have spent engaged in that painting. So there's a little quote from a Gauguin above, and the implication that it's in a frame. There's a little gold strip. And then underneath that is a little parade of people that I either know directly or am aware of, or that are stereotypes for people in my life. And then I could name a couple of them, but wouldn't.
Okay.
But no, it's fine. They wouldn't be insulted. Well, just for example, the little chap second from the left is Francis Bacon, who is an English painter that influenced me very much as a youngster. And then the character in the umbrella is a person who was on the hierarchy of the University of Stellenbosch when I was teaching there. And I've put him into the Francis Bacon umbrella, like a sort of occluded phenomenon, who made him quite scary and menacing. So that's why he's
shadows.
Yeah.
I wonder, working with Denzil and Joe Gallery as well. I mean, so you come back from this 10-year hiatus and you get to exhibit through them. What's that journey and relationship been like? What does it mean?
Oh, it's such a kick in the pants for me because my whole career has been working with, I suppose, in the mainstream of galleries and so on. I'd been rather slack about getting my stuff out there, you know, all the business of packing, doing and getting. And then I was told by a dear friend to go and see Denzil. She's going to have a show with him later in the year. Rick Swellman, her name is. And she said, go and talk to the man. He's a live wire. He's on the ball. He's young and he's in touch. And I thought, oh, this is actually great because my expectations suddenly changed. And I saw this young guy, he's a Zulu man, and he's just on the ball. He's out there. He's got wonderful contacts. He loves my work. Very good point. And absolutely wanted to show me. So I only saw him a month ago. And so that's how quickly it all happened. So I've been a little bit frantic getting it together.
Well, but, here we are, and we're better for it. I thank you for coming back from your hiatus and also for the work alongside Denzil, because now with your solo exhibition, where to from here? Artistically, what are you hoping to achieve as we continue then?
Oh, eternal fame, of course. But apart from that...
I mean, you're being honest.
No, the opportunity to go on doing what I always do. I go into my studio, and it's a good place to be. I do some teaching of people around the country, and that keeps me alert and in contact. And the rest of the time is just me and the detritus and objects of my studio in Schoenmakers Corp.
Okay, we're going to see the mirror effect of that playing out as you continue with your endeavors. When is it showcasing? How do we stay in touch, just so we know?
It opens tonight, 6:30 in Parktown North.
Okay, perfect.
And it goes on, I believe, to the 27th of March.
Okay. All right. Well, it's a great conversation started we're having. Thank you for joining us so bright and early, and all the best. Welcome back from your hiatus.
Thanks, Liesl. Thank you.
Artist Gregory Kerr this morning chatting about his solo exhibition, Tangential Histories. Of course, as you heard, it's opening this evening, running up until the 25th of March at Denzil's and Joe Gallery. Let's leave that conversation then. We'll be right back after this. Stay tuned.